this video, we're going to talk about Ruben Delo. We're going to talk about Sile's move away from Kaizer Chiefs, what is happening with Luukandla, and also going to talk about Thabo Cele. Hello and welcome to Khosi Nation Fan TV. I am Delo, I am your host, and this is where fans meet and talk about Kaizer Chiefs. Amakhosi Football Club. Let's start with the story that has been developing. That has been actually very interesting, and it's the fact that Christian Saile Basomboli is going to be sold by Kaizer Chiefs. And Chiefs right now, what they're also doing, they're not only trying to sell him, they're also willing to loan him away. What's interesting is the fact that Usaile right now is wanted by Chippa United, he's wanted by SuperSport United. There are even rumors that he could be wanted by Amazulu. I don't know how true that is, but the other two, definitely SAPC Sport has reported that fact, which obviously does not mean now Saile is the best player in the world. It just means some teams could do with a player like Saile who's just going to reap havoc, right? So there are even talks that SuperSport have actually overtaken Chippa United in the race for Christian Saile Basomboli. Now, I know you don't care because Vele you want Saile to leave, but open the space for who? So, Angelaba reporter Ngayabo Mazola, it's as if, hey, it's an established fact that Kaizer Chiefs need and want to sign an international striker, and that international striker is Ruben Delo. Now, before we talk about Ruben Delo, I just want to talk about Itumeleng Khune, because when asked about this whole thing of Christian Saile, he lied. Like literally lied, and he said that basically implied that Usaile has regressed under Nabi, as if he did not say the word regressed. He's just saying Usaile before Nabi arrived, he was dribbling past people and doing all of those things. But even under Nabi has been doing that. Dribbling people has never been Sile's problem. Dribbling past 3 defenders has never been Sile's problem. Going through 5 people and getting to the final, that has never been Sile's problem. Sile's problem has been once he has the ball in the final third, when he has to pass the person who's standing alone at the edge of the box or inside the 18 area, then he makes the wrong decision. Sile's problem has always been the fact that he would be 2 meters from the goal line, and instead of stopping the ball and trying to see who he can pass, he just continues pushing the ball forward. Sile's problem has always been not being aware of what's around him. So for Khune to then come out and talk about Saile came to Chiefs and was banging in goals, he scored 1 goal against Maritzburg United, and I'm not gonna be hypocrite, I was actually happy about it. But it's not like then after that he was scoring 3-4 goals every other single game. Let's not lie. Let's just not lie, okay? And the other thing that I don't like that Khune said in that whole interview is the fact that he also talked about the fact that, oh, there was a picture, I did not see that by the way, where Unabi was listening to music on his earphones, and then he gave the earphones to Mfundo Vilakazi to listen. Now, the man is making it seem like it's a crime that should be punishable by death. It's not acceptable. It's match day. Players are needing to focus. When you are busy with your own things, and you even give it to a kid, Chiefs should call him to order. Call him to order in. This is the same Khune who last year, like when he was on his final year of his contract, was still getting drunk and coming to training smelling alcohol. This is the same Khune who I may argue we lost the league because in 2020, because while Sundowns were training, yena nabachumi bakhe abomatoho were out there drinking and partying. And yet uzochelo nabo ukuthi ngokulalela music, now they should be called to order for that. Sit down. Now let's talk about Ruben Delo, because this is a striker that apparently Kaizer Chiefs are going after. And Ruben Delo, let me take off these glasses, was playing in Canada, and then he has decided that, hey, I'm not going to stay. Now, this Ruben Delo, his thing now is Uguti. Coming to Chiefs would be a good thing for Chiefs, right? Because if you think about it, they don't have a striker. And let me be very specific. I don't want to say he's the best quality, Chiefs should get him. I'm saying if they've scouted him, and they are sure about his performances, then by all means, bring him on. But if he's just a free agent that you now wanting to get just because he's available, then do not bring him to Chiefs, because the last thing I want is for another player to come to Chiefs and then just be part of the furniture. I hate that. So this is the striker the Chiefs are waiting on because he's a free agent, and all of those things are happening. But one thing that hurt me when I it and read it, then it's not like I wasn't expecting it, is the fact that Luukandla is not coming to Kaizer Chiefs because he's actually getting another move because of how good he has been. So he was the previous season. So the league that is playing in right now is about to resume, and he's going to be getting a move. And I said this the other time that please do subscribe to the channel if you are new and like the video. I said that one thing about Luukandla, it was my wish that he comes to Chiefs. It wasn't a, hey, he's coming to Chiefs. But the fact that it's not happening, I mean, personally, if I'm a friend of Luukandla, I'm happy that he's getting a move in Europe that is climbing up. Right? I'm happy about that, because if he's playing for a bigger team, then he's getting more exposure, and the new process is likely going to pay more attention to him in any case. Yes, Nagui Chiefs, it would have been a big team, but playing in Europe, that means now other teams are also looking at you thinking, this kid is actually good. So good for him, not so great for me, but doesn't matter what is great for me, because this is someone else's career, and I wish him all the best. Having said that though, we still need a midfielder. We still need an 8. We still need a central midfielder who's going to help Chiefs to control the ball, to keep the ball just a bit longer, to not always try and force passes, and to wait for the right moment to play those passes, to make the team play. So Luukandla is out of the picture. Who is in the picture? Well, I will tell you. Thabo Cele. Guys, Chiefs 2 seasons back were chasing after Thabo Cele. It ended up not materializing, and now he is playing for Fakel Voronezh. Yes, Fakel Voronezh. I think I'm reading it right. If I'm reading it wrong, I'm sorry. It's a Russian team that is currently number 14 on the Russian Premier League, and they just narrowly survived relegation. And with him, Thabo Cele, right now, his contract ends in June this year. So it ends in June 2025, which means it's easier to just get him now because it's much cheaper, and the team would know that if they keep him until the end of the season, that he will live for free, right? And I'm looking at his performances for his team. Like, I'm saying about 6.5, a 7 here, but mostly it's just below average for the team. Now, this does not mean he's going to come to Chiefs and suck. I just think the team, I look at the team and the position that they're in the league, it makes me think it's not really that good of a team. So even though yeah, no, I'm gonna sound like I'm a hypocrite because Chiefs are not playing well either, but I feel like Chiefs, he would be one of the missing pieces, because we are creating chances up front, but we're failing to control the game midfield-wise. So if you bring someone who's going to give us that stability and bring on a striker who's going to finish off those chances, all of a sudden Kaizer Chiefs looks like a completely different team. Because in defense, I just think there are things that can be fixed within or between those defenders. But in midfield, it's just Thabo Cele, Luukandla, that profile of a player. Or if we're not getting someone like that, I hope, not good if you're not getting him per se. If you're not getting him specifically, then there's still players, player profile wise, we're talking about someone who plays like Allende. In case you have not seen Thabo Cele play, just get someone who plays like Allende, because we need to keep the ball at Chiefs. That thing gives me sleepless nights. I'm lying, it doesn't, but it stresses me out. So I hope that the club has been scouting and they're doing that. But who would you like to see at Kaizer Chiefs, especially in that midfield position? Do let me know down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, remember, Khosi.